Bagnaia's made a mistake into 3, and he's running out of time here. Jack was telling us that Marc Marquez was back in pit lane. He's gone out on the medium rear tyre, which is looking like the tyre to be on late on here in Brno. So Bagnaia is putting himself right under the cosh here. He's down in 13th place. He needs to find 2 or 3 tenths just to get himself inside the top 10. And then, of course, it's not a given that you'll go through. So both Bagnaia and Alex Marquez, 2nd and 3rd in the World Championship, at risk of being in Q1 tomorrow morning.
As you can see there, bike is ready for Alex Marquez, who the Gresini team are hoping that they see Alex Marquez leg it through the Gresini box and straight on board his second bike, as he's got around about 2 minutes before he needs to be out of that pit lane again.
Marc Marquez becomes the 6th rider then to tackle the end of this practice session on that medium rear tyre, rain tyre. Yeah, as we said, only Alex and Marc have been through to Q2 directly every time so far this season. It looks like maybe Marc might be the last rider standing in terms of that particular stat. Quartararo, then, we know he's out on the medium rear rain tyre. He's 3rd fastest at 2:04.465. Now, surely that's good enough as far as Quartararo's concerned. He's 8 tenths clear of 10th place.
Mir goes up into 7th place. He has found a 2:04.8, so we have had changes inside that top 10. Raul Fernandez relegated out. He drops to 11th. Mir on a 2:04.811 moves up into 7th place. Pecco Bagnaia hasn't been in qualifying once since the very first weekend of the season, back in Buriram, and of course he was balked by his good friend Frankie Morbidelli, which put him to Q1. He's got no one to look at this time other than himself.
Mir up to 7th then with the medium rear tyre. That medium rear tyre is resisting more, isn't it? That the soft's just too soft. It's getting overheated too quick on that dry line. Alex Marquez, that's rapid work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't even think about stopping for a check with his crew chief. It was just clear the path. I am coming through. How did they do it? Off the back of a scooter at the back of the Gresini Ducati garage, without any hesitation whatsoever, goes into Olympic sprinter mode through the middle of the Gresini racing garage, jumps onto the spare bike, and now fires himself out of pit lane for another crack. He has been pushed back down to 12th place. So Quartararo 3rd on the medium tyre. That 2:04.8 from Mir on the medium tyre. Is that going to be a tactical masterstroke as far as those two are concerned late on here?
Bagnaia sliding the rear on his way down into turn 5. Boy, does he need this lap. He's got this and one more to complete. Otherwise, Bagnaia is heading for qualifying 1 for the 2nd time this year. Bezzecchi looking to avoid a trip to Q1 and should have done that on a 2:04.492. He's up into 4th.
Bagnaia has had his best first sector of the session. The clock is ticking though, isn't it, as far as the Italian's concerned? It's gone away though in sector 2. Under 2 minutes remaining, and Bagnaia staring down the barrel of a Q1 spot tomorrow morning. Here comes Mir then through the final corner. This has been a real good session by the factory Honda rider. When you look at where his teammate is, Luca Marini, perhaps lacking confidence, still working his way back to full fitness after his horrible Suzuka 8-hour testing crash a few weeks ago. Marini at the moment is right at the wrong end of the leaderboard, down in 22nd place. Only a 2:06.8 has been registered by the Italian. So Marini's destination tomorrow morning is certainly going to be Q1, it looks like.
Well, Pecco Bagnaia is used to dealing with pressure. You don't win 2 MotoGP World Championships unless you can handle pressure, but he's used to the kind of pressure that comes with challenging for pole positions, challenging for Grand Prix victories. This is not the kind of pressure Pecco enjoys or is used to. He's almost getting in the way of Pol Espargaro there through the final corner. Pol himself is improving as he now goes up into 16th place, but Bagnaia has left it all down to 1 more lap of Brno.
Is it just too dry though now, with plenty of wear on that soft rain tyre? Is it just going to be overheating and just turning to putty? That's the big question. What about Alex Marquez? And now or never as far as Mr. P2 is concerned in 2025. Just what minutes after he was flying through the gravel trap at turn 7, Alex then now starts his final flying lap of this session.
It's his teammate that's at risk if Alex Marquez does improve. We're watching Bagnaia's sector times. He comes through the first sector. I think Pecco Bagnaia's fate might be sealed. He's already 7 tenths off at the first checkpoint. Barring something heroic in the rest of this lap, Bagnaia is heading for qualifying 1.
And I think that front end scare from Marc going through turn 8 which saw him pit. He has decided that was plenty enough risk, thank you very much, for one day and one afternoon here in Brno, because he is just touring around Brno right now. Marquez doesn't need to find a lap time. The Gil Antonio, well, he has taken the checker flag, so Digia 15th, Bezzecchi and Miller 4th and 6th respectively. Bagnaia shut off. Bagnaia then backs out of it, and he is certainly there now, one of our big hitters going into Q1. What about Alex?
It's close, this is very close. He's 6.5 tenths off halfway around. He's got to be within 1.3 seconds of his brother Mark to get himself into the top 10, and given that he was on the floor in the gravel trap at turn 7 around about 6 minutes ago, this will be such an impressive recovery job for Alex.
Another 10-15 minutes and this is going to be a slick tyre circuit, isn't it? No doubt about it. The rate that it has dried up so quickly. Alex then will now start climbing back up through 11 and 12. It's going to be close. It is going to be really close. His best time of the session so far is a 2:05.363. He charges then now up through the gearbox, up Horsepower Hill. 2 corners left then now for Alex. Is he just about to save his Friday here in Brno? Through the final corner he goes. Estimated P9 the last time we had him at a checkpoint. He's about to come over the finish line right now. Checker flag gets waved. He does move into P9. Is the 2:04.993 good enough? Grazzini thinks so.
Yeah, and I think it is, because Fermin Aldeguer is losing time in the third sector. Aldeguer now back to 12th. We've also seen Raul Fernandez briefly go 10th, but he's now been relegated back out. So it's Marc Marquez, Zarco, Quartararo, Bezzecchi, Martin, a stunning 5th on the Aprilia. Then comes Miller, Mir, Bastianini's heading to Q2 for the first time on board a KTM. He's up in 8th. Those 3 kilos is lost. Clearly haven't inconvenienced him too much. Alex Marquez 9th, and who will be the last remaining rider to join them in Q2? Is it Acosta or is it Aldeguer? The answer is Acosta.
There's been some brilliant performances here today on Practice Friday in Brno, and not more so than Marc Marquez, the only rider in that tricky session to find a 2:03. He made it look so easy at times. He wasn't even in time attack mode at the end of that session, was Mark. He did his best time on lap 12 of 20 at that stage of the session.